Well. It is 4:45 in the morning. I'm sitting at Stewart International Airport in Newburgh. So it's 45 minutes from Yonkers, I guess. The plan was to stay at my brother's place last night, but he's a tool and he stayed in Philadelphia. So I got a hotel for 4 hours. So I got a quick hotel, had a 3-hour nap, and then back up to catch my flight to Philadelphia, and then catch my flight to Toronto, where Amy and the kids are going to pick me up. We're going to drive straight through to the Bucharest Fair. I don't know how to say it. Racing tonight in somewhere in Ohio, somewhere close to Cleveland. Big night last night. Really, Blue Chip was awesome. I'd said to Scott going out, he said, yeah, just be great to get some money. He said, we're going to get a chunk of money. She warmed up good. And she was very good. He had her very, very good last night. That was a track record. 56-1 over a tight little half-mile track is no easy feat. She probably tried a 57-1, 57. That would have been enough to spank the other divisions. So a great job by Scott DiDomenico, and a huge job by Really Blue Chip. Where else did we race? Indiana last night. Jailhouse Master, a little roughed up. He put him on the front. It looked like it was muddy out there. I only saw the race quick, so I could be wrong. I missed Beach Bum BB race, but it looked like she was giving Brandon fits last night a little bit. She was a little bossy, and she can be that way. That's racing. He said last week she was making a noise. He was going to change her gear. She's always a little funny when you fool around with her, and she's going to have to get used to that. So hopefully she'll bounce back and race good next week. Jailhouse Master was third, but kind of an okay third. Not off to a great start in Indiana. I guess we got a second and a third, a break, and that's it. A second, a third, and a break. So hopefully we can pull our pants up next week. Be more racing next week for the horses. At Georgian Downs, we had Delcrest Star Angel and Warwee Ultra. Both were okay. Delcrest made a couple of breaks. It's frustrating with her. I know she got a lot of talent, but I can't keep protecting her forever. So, we have a long list of horses being compiled to win this Ohio sale. Not long. I guess we're up to 11 or 12 right now. I'll release that list next week when we enter the horses. Today we might be entering all the horses. Now keep in mind, if you're an owner out there and you see your horse land on the list, just relax, because we have to enter the sale a month before the sale. So they have a month to overcome any reasons that they have to be in the sale. And then in Ontario, we had a decent night. I guess decent. Anytime you win a race, it's a decent night. We raced 5. I thought Giddy Up Max raced well. Not really his forte. Quarter move to the front, come out down the lane. He's more of a climb over top of them and sprint down the lane type horse. But Phil drove him the way he had to drive him. I don't think that's his preferred trip, let's say. 2 horses that are going to make their way onto the sale list are McPherson Thunder and Frontier Cruise. I was very disappointed with both their trips. James said after, maybe we should just castrate Frontier Cruise. Maybe we should just sell Frontier Cruise, because if we have to castrate him in the hopes that he might come around, what's that say about his overall work ethic and attitude? I think he'll probably just find himself, there's a 2-year-old that can pace 56. He just has to race against 2-year-olds that can pace faster. So I think maybe Frontier Cruise and McPherson Thunder may find themselves onto the sale list. Again, give them a month. We'll see what they can do. It's a little early to be judging 2-year-olds. I can judge them. I can judge them whenever I want. I've seen 2 mediocre races from Frontier Cruise now, and 2, although McPherson Thunder's getting better, where does that end? Can we extrapolate that and say he's going to be much better in 5 more starts? Okay, we're going to see 3 before he ever goes to the sale. So they were good. I'll play it alone with Sick. All the horses that come back on that New Jersey truck, for those of you out there wondering, I sent it out last night. White Tiger and Spirited Dio were both flat last week. Not the end of the world. Spirited Dio trotted 56. Both of them, lots of snot rolling out of them the last 2 days, lots of coughing and high weight counts. And in that same barn as I'll Play It Alone, lots of mucus, lots of pimples last night. James said he thought he heard him making a noise. It wasn't that he shut his air off. Well, he did, but he always gets bully and tucks his head, so that's always a concern. But when you have an irritated throat, probably some inflammation in that throat area, not really that hard to believe that he would shut his air off, but the contributing factor to that was his illness. So he's going to need at least a week or 10 days to cool down. His next start will be a schooler, and then off to the Meadows again for another race. And then I saved the best race in Ontario for the last, Little Peanut. What about little Don't Believe Me, Just Watch, with a little 53-1 first over at the quarter, clear to the front, and put it on them. Exactly what we want to see from this colt. So that was all of them, I believe. Jailhouse Master, Beach Bum BB, McPherson Thunder, Peanut, Frontier Cruise, I'll Play It Alone Max, Delcrest Warwheat Ultra, and really Blue Chip. So a night of 10 horses racing. 2 of them raced out of their skin, raced unbelievable. Some of them raced okay, and there were some that raced bad. So that was last night. This is today for me. I'm heading to Philadelphia, then to Ontario. I'll be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. Amy and I and the kids, the whole family, in the Jeep this time, in the Jeep, drive all the way to Bucharest. Right after Bucharest, drive all the way to Columbus. And then for me, it'll be Thursday afternoon, Philadelphia, Thursday night, Ohio, Friday morning and afternoon, Philadelphia, Friday night, Columbus, Ohio. And then we're off. We have Oso Pine Saturday night, but it's Ollie's birthday. Oso Pine drew the 8-hole. The 8-hole on that half-mile track's a graveyard. There is no shot. So I think we might just take the weekend off. And I believe Oso Pine will be heading to Illinois right after that. He's not going to have enough points, I don't think, for the Buckeye Series. And we need to get a fresh start with this horse. It's turned into a bit of a travesty. And we're going to clean the slate, so to speak, see if we can get him back on track. So that's last night, that's this morning, that's this week coming up. Talk to you guys soon, maybe from Bucharest. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.